Count Dracula is flying to the Charleston Music Hall next week and sinking his teeth into some ballet. Here to share more on the production Dracula Ballet with a Bite is William Starrett, CEO and Artistic Director at South Carolina Ballet. William, so great to have you here with us today.
Taylor, it's so much fun to be here.
So when you think of ballet, I think of grace, graceful movements, but then you think of Dracula and it's a little eerie, it's a little scary.
And it's sexy.
And it is sexy. So tell me about why you chose the story of Dracula to put as a ballet.
Well, I was actually asked to commission it for a little company in Savannah. And this was like almost 30 years ago. So I was very kind of a classicist, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But then I got into it, and there were no Draculas. There were two Draculas, one in Montreal and one in San Diego. And I was still performing then, and I was guesting with the ballet company in San Diego, and they said, yeah, we do Dracula, but the music's not great, and it's kind of boring, and the dancing isn't great. So I knew I had to make the music really interesting, the steps really interesting, and so I created a Dracula, and it's just been this huge hit ever since. I created Dracula's Revenge and I did a Frankenstein, but everyone loves this original Dracula. So we bring it back every year, and I think people need to come out and see if something's lasts for 30 years and it's still selling out, there must be something to it.
Well, the fact that this has been around for 30 years is mind-boggling, and it has such a pull. So many audiences look forward to the show, but how has it evolved over these past 30 years?
Well, let me tell you too. So the reason I picked Dracula is because everyone kind of knows the story. And it's evolved because like the music beats are faster, and I update the music every year, and the cast changes, and I changed the ending this year. Because people make it a tradition, I want it to be fresh and current, and so because people come back every year and they get dressed up, and we just have a great, it's the adult thing to do at Halloween. It is not for children.
Not for children.
Not for children. It is very, very sexy.
Okay.
And you know, when you become a vampire, you get this amazing ability to seduce. So the eyelashes are thicker, and you have the scent of seduction, and everyone's sexy, and so they think they're luring you into maybe a relationship, but they really want your blood.
Yeah.
So their ability to seduce and attract is just really emphasized. So it's a crazy fun ballet, and it's based on classic. You know, it has the point shoes, and people who love ballet are going to love it because it's got great hard dancing. But it's a story everyone can follow, and a lot of wives get their husbands to go, and then they see how sexy and gorgeous the women are, and then they're coming from then on out.
Absolutely, and it's interesting that you mentioned that, because ballet is very it's its own unique thing in its own world. And then you have Dracula, which, you know, most everyone is familiar with Dracula. So I want to talk about, obviously this attracts a larger audience, but also the performers aspect. It attracts a larger range of performers, right?
Well, they do. And the lead Count Dracula, I usually get an actor or someone, because Count Dracula can't be twirling, and you know, that just wouldn't suit. So my Count Dracula is internationally renowned touring Argentine tango dancer.
Oh, wow.
So he can really seduce. So
he
is right here from Argentina, from Buenos Aires.
Wow.
And he's incredible. His stature, and talk about tall, dark, and handsome, and his ability to seduce, you can't get better than that. And so it's really a fun ballet for everyone, and people who have never been to a ballet, or it's not their thing, they're going to love this, and really follow the story. It's really, really fun, and the music hall is incredible. Has the most amazing lighting.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Sound system. It's intimate. Everyone has a great seat, and you know, Taylor, last year we sold out. We completely sold out. They were lined up around the block.
So we have to get tickets now.
You want to get tickets now. We added a second show, but it's so close to Halloween, we think it's going to completely sell out already. So we want to really encourage people to get tickets right away.
Yeah, and so October 29th and 30th, that's the extra show at 7:30 at the Charleston Music Hall. You can go to charlestonmusichall.com for tickets, and also southcarolinaballet.com. I can't wait to see this fresh production. I'm so excited.
It's really, really fun.
Thank you for being here with us, William.
Thank you, Taylor.
We're back in 2 minutes.